Hello YouTubers, I'm back again. I didn't expect to be back this quick, but what can I say? Sports Interactive shocked me, didn't he? By releasing a video about Football Manager 26 tactics, explain all the tactics. So I had to jump back on to do another Football Manager 26 video. One down, if you like. I've not seen this at all. You want to see my live reaction to it? So I don't know what it's going to be like. So let's see. And yeah, before you put in the comments, it's been on for 41 minutes. I know, but I've only just noticed it now. Anyway, let's go on to it.
We now have obviously the two formations that we're going to put into the game, and you have a in possession screen and out of possession screen, so you can see how your formation looks in one area of the game and then how it looks in the other, because now you have control over both.
In and out of possession tactics are here. In FM26, you've got more flexibility than ever before. I am absolutely hyped. I'm guessing you're as excited as I am.
Absolutely. Couldn't be more excited about this feature. Most importantly, is if the community have wanted it for a number of years, so I'm so delighted to have this feature in the game this year.
I think me and the FM community and all the new players will be thinking, how does this come to life?
Well, we now have obviously the two formations that we're going to put into the game, and you have a in possession screen and out of possession screen, so you can see how your formation looks in one area of the game and then how it looks in the other, because now you have control over both.
Why is this such an important feature to actually bring in?
I think there's sort of two answers to that. I think the first thing is, if you look at real football, if people want to recreate their real life managers and create their tactics, you need to have that in possession, out of possession split to correctly, replicate what they're doing. And I think the second part is a more practical part, where, for example, in FM24, if you created a tactic and you had like a winger in a 4-3-3, you wanted to move him to attacking midfield for an in-possession reason, you couldn't do that without affecting how he defended, whereas now with our in-possession and out-of-possession formations, you can make that change for an in-possession reason without it affecting out-of-possession.
That makes me think. Player roles are going to change too.
Completely changed. Player roles are now split between in possession and out of possession. For our in possession formations, we have some new roles and some roles that have been reworked, and then for out of possession, we have a completely new set of roles. One of the biggest things for me is you can have two identical formations in possession for two different teams, but the roles and how they behave out of possession will make it behave differently.
How does that differ then between the two?
Okay.
So if you have an example of a top team, you're the favourite to win the game, and you're playing a 4-3-3 and you have an advanced playmaker, you might want them to be a presser out of possession, win the ball high, try and get final third turnovers. Whereas if you're
they look good.
4-3-3 out of possession, you might want to have an advanced playmaker in possession when
Wow.
you've got the ball, but out of possession have them as a screener to maybe sit in a low block and try and cover the dangerous areas of space.
Looks nice.
Both phases in mind then, how are you able to actually see the team shape?
So what we've introduced this year is something called the visualizer. And what that is for in possession and out of possession for both of them. And it will show you how information is looking in each phase of the game. So it will show you in your own third, in the middle third, and in the final third. And it will show you how, for example, the roles are combined in possession. It's going to show you how they're going to look in each section. And it shows you a very clear way of how your team is going to look based on what you've created in your tactics creator.
So we've got in possession, we've got out of possession, we've got transitions. I'm guessing that's going to have a change as well.
Attacking transition and defensive transition, they've moved into the respective areas. So attacking transition is in possession, defensive transition now sits in out of possession. So they're not gone, they've just been moved.
So I'm picking up FM for the first time. I'm hyped, obviously, just picked it up, but I'm thinking, how accessible are these tactical changes for me?
So one of the biggest things as a team when designing a feature is to make it accessible for someone first time looking at a tactics board, first time playing the game, but also someone that's a tactical expert that already knows what their in possession and out of possession formations are going to be.
Are there any tools available for that?
Yeah, so you can pick your team in possession, and then your system will help you pick your out of possession formation, and it will also suggest some roles that you can have out of possessions.
All of that information on board, that hype is building, the excitement's building. What does that mean for FM players this year?
I think it can mean whatever you'd like it to mean, really. If you want to keep it relatively simple and use your assistant and use the recommended formations they use and use the visualizer and things like that. You can keep it pretty simple if you'd like to. However, if you'd like to go and be very in-depth, you can use the whole aspect of the two formations, all of the team instructions. In-game, if you want to make a change, every time you see something go wrong with your defenders, you want to change a formation or change maybe just the player role, you can do all of these things now, which you couldn't do before.
Well, that was good, that, wasn't it? Oh well. Anyway, you don't want to. So anyway, I wonder what you all thought of that. Anyway, I quite like the idea of Football Manager doing that in-house possession. Ah well, so another bonus actual video. Well. So again, I said in the last video, but thank you for your support, comments, and all that. Leave them down below if you want to comment below on any video I've done in the past or will do in the future. Okay, and I will try my best to come back to you, but I've got that many so far. I'm finding it difficult to comment, but I'll try my best to get to all of you, stop movie. So thank you very much for that. Anyway, I will talk to you if there's another drop, but I think that'll be it now. But if not, I'll talk to you again. But if not, I'll talk to you when it might be. I'm guessing that would be the beta. I don't know. We'll see what happens with me. Bye for the second time today.